A resident of Zolochiv, 68-year-old Igor Velichko, was forced to move to Kharkiv on May the 16th when a new attack by Russians began on the northern areas of the Kharkiv region. The authorities strongly recommended that his family leave, since pensioners had a 13-year-old grandson in their care.
There were hits both in the center of the city and on the outskirts, and there was already a strike on the street. As soon as we left, there was a hit. We were barely affected. It wasn't that bad, just fragments, but some people's houses were destroyed by that strike. Was it Zolochiv? How much is that from the border? 20 kilometers maybe? They can do this at any moment, I think so. The same way happen as it was in Vovchansk. God forbid. Anything can happen, but there is somehow calm.
The pensioners managed to take everything necessary for their grandson's life and study with them, but they still have rabbits and chickens at home, as well as a vegetable garden, which they sometimes visit and bring back fresh vegetables and herbs.
Now we'll have green borscht, made from the homemade sorrel, with chicken, with spotted meat.
A grandfather and a grandson also live next to the Velichko family. The baby is 2 years old, the grandfather is 60, both are named Yevgen. Kid's parents are abroad, so his grandfather became a guardian. They themselves come from the Dergachi community. Their village has been under occupation from the beginning of the Russian invasion and was almost completely destroyed. The Russian military also destroyed Yevgen's house, but volunteers and foreign charitable foundations helped. They built him a new one, but he had to look for a roof over their heads again. When the invaders' missiles and shells began to repeatedly reach their home, he decided to leave, says Yevgen Samoilov.
It was no longer possible to stay there because the strikes were near the station and the hits had already begun on the other side. They were reaching Tsupivka, and I decided to save the children's life. What about me? I am not afraid. I went through Crimea and Rome, but I had to save the baby.
On May the 12th, a resident of Vovchansk, Serhiy, went to Kharkiv with his family under continuous shelling. It was necessary to save 2 sons and elderly parents. The house was destroyed at the beginning of the full-scale war. They moved, but when the Russians began to attack the Kharkiv region again, they did not think for a long time. According to Serhiy, they would have not endured an occupation for the second time.
There had been shelling already, but these last days, the hits were very close and houses were burning. We lived under occupation. Then our defenders came, everything was fine. And what of now? It turns out that drones are flying constantly there. It was very dangerous there, especially with kids.
All these people were evacuated to Kharkiv from the hot spots of the region. They were placed in a dormitory where mostly families with children live. There are all conditions here: separate rooms, a kitchen for several families with the necessary appliances, bathrooms.
There are 5 rooms in the block, 2 toilets. Here's the one, here's the other, a shower room, 2 wash basins. Go take a look. Here they are, toilets and showers.
The administration of the dormitory has been accepting internally displaced persons with children from different regions of Ukraine since October 2022. Previously, these were residents of the Kharkiv and Donetsk regions. Now people move only from the Kharkiv region.
Now we have 108 children out of the 272 total evacuees living here. The direction is predominantly frontline: Vovchansk, Bohodukhiv, Zolochiv. These are the main directions from which people are being brought to us.
Evacuees pay nothing for accommodation or utilities. Everything is compensated by the state. Volunteers also help. The children's playroom was completely renovated and equipped at their expense. There is still room in the dormitory. The administration says they are ready to host a little more than 20 families. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Natalia Bilokudria, UATV News.